Yes, it is that time of year. It is time to keep adding on to the shop and making her bigger and better. So what we got going on here is in the far bay, if you can see the lean-to, how it jogs out from the rest of my bays. That is going to be where I'm going to keep all my parts, my personal parts and crap. And it was always gravel, so I'm going to get that all cemented in. We're going to close the wall in, put a nice door up there, and I'm going to get that all organized, hopefully within the next week or two. And then we're going to do some other changing around the shop here also. So you guys are going to see lots of changing. So we've been adding stuff all the time. You can see we've got a little, here's something. We got our little Mickey Thompson tire display here going on. Or Goodyear Eagle, sorry. We got our oil can display, so when you drive in the driveway, you get to see all this neat kind of cool stuff. I'm trying to make it so, you know, it's not just a shop you come to get work on. You come in here and you see some very cool shit hanging up. You remember we've got the signage that's up on top of the garage right there. We've got quarter panels off of 51, 52 Cadillac. We've got those all lettered up, hanging up. You can see we've got some old school, kind of a mess here, but old school tire displays going on. So we kind of got some shit going on here. And of course, yes, there is the 58. I know, where's the video, Rick? You keep saying you're going to do it. Well, the 58 is coming in. It's coming in. I know you keep hearing it, so you probably don't believe me. Anyway, we'll get right back to you. So here we go, guys. They've left now. This is Norm's Concrete out here in Chilliwack, BC. Look him up, Norm's Concrete. He does beautiful work. He's done all my concrete work. Anyway, there we go. Like I say, this you can see this bay's not closed in here. It's just a lean-to. Got the chain link fence across there. Now we're going to be building a wall across the back here next. We're going to build a wall across the back and fill that in. But you can see I've already got some stuff hanging up here. You know, just miscellaneous shit that you hang on to. But it was always gravel in here and it was just a pain in the ass. And I thought, you know what? Let's just finish it off, put some concrete down. It's always nice to have that. So that's what's going on. Nothing special. There's our lawn art out there. You can see our F1. The tree's growing pretty good. We got our wildflowers growing out of the box. I think maybe we could bring this in. This could be our next project. Maybe Dave could fix that truck. Anyway, so that's it. That's all. Lots of junk stacked up out there. You can see there's some miscellaneous hoods and shit from old Chevys and Fords and crap like that. It was all just stuff that was just shoved in here. And like I say, it sat in the gravel, and I hate stuff sitting on gravel. Even if it's dry under there, it doesn't matter. The ground still gets moist, and it runs up underneath, you know, and everything just starts to get rust. So that's what we got done. That's about it. Nothing really cool to talk about there. Now, we got Mean Gene's car here. Let's get back on topic. Here's Mean Gene's 41 little Ford. Now, as I said, we're doing it in pieces. So we got his fenders back. Remember last year, we did the back fenders, and you can see they're a slightly different color, because I just used whatever paint I had laying around the house, because Gene is actually probably this winter, if not this one, maybe the following one, he might bring the whole car in and get me to finish the whole car off. But his main concern was the fenders were really rusty. And he was like, I just want to take care of the fenders. He goes, like, you know, because the rest of the car is solid. He goes, it'll be kind of nice to drive a car, at least it's not all full of rust. So he's put the, when I originally had it here, the car had dual carbs on it. Now he's put tri-power. He's put in the Dodge. It's got the big chrome Dodge alternator on there, which we had to wire in a regulator, which is sitting right down here, because unfortunately it's not a one wire. And his car, this car originally had a GM alternator on there that was set up for one wire. Now he's gone back to the alternator. So everything is good. There we go. He's got the electronic ignition down there. These things, don't let them scare you. They only come with 3 wires and they come with a plug harness. You got a couple that are going to run up to your coil. Make sure for certain that you've got your, oh my god, I'm sorry guys, I got a bit of a cold today. Oh, I'm forgetting the name of this now. Anyway, I will come back to that. Just make sure your resistor, your ballast resistor, make sure you got your ballast resistor wired in there. This ballast resistor was always wired in. We originally had it wired in. Basically what it's doing is it's taking power, your power feed that's coming from your fuse panel, that goes to your coil, it runs to one side, then your wire coming out runs to the other side of the coil. Okay, that was already on there. So then you got to wire in your distributor, and it's only 3 wires. It's pretty basic. Away you go. You can't go wrong with it. There's tons of diagrams online. So that's what's happening there. So we're going to get his rad in today. We're going to get the rest of his grill shell in today. And then we got to figure out an electric fan for his car. Because what's happened is when Gene has moved, this sticks out a lot further. than the factory distributor, and he's changed a few other things on here. He's changed the pulley on the bottom and stuff like that. So he originally, you know, would have had the fan coming off the front. He doesn't have the room anymore. But that's it. We can't wait to get it fired up, listen to it. So it's coming along pretty good. We'll be working away on that. Come over here in the other bay, and of course we got Graham's 66 Ford pickup, which is actually coming in the shop today. And he's brought me a motor for it, so I'm going to be putting a motor in it, just mocking it up and making sure everything fits good. Then I'll pull it back out and lock her up in the shop there, and we'll continue on. Then we got, obviously we got Jake's Monte Carlo. We're going to have the dash all put in that today, and we're going to get all the belts and fans and pulleys and all the bullshit hooked up on the motor. And then in the very far bay here in the corner, of course, we got Casey's 56 Pontiac hardtop, and I'm going to have to get hold of him today because this car's been sitting here for a few weeks, so it's time to get onto your car again, Casey, if you're out there watching. I know he was just down at Viva Las Vegas, so I hope you had a wonderful time down there. I've never been there personally myself. So I've seen pictures, I've had friends that have gone down there, and well, I got to check it out one day, I guess. So we'll see what happens. Jake has brought us the fenders for his Monte Carlo. We started stripping the chrome off. You can see on this one we got all the chrome stripped off. We're going to strip all the chrome off this one and get going on that. And that's about where we're at here. So there we go. Look at this. I'm so proud of this. I'm not, you know, I'm just so happy to have that last bay concreted. It was always bugging me that, you know, that it just stopped back there and it didn't continue on. So that's awesome. So anyone out there in the Fraser Valley looking for good concrete work, I highly recommend Norm's Concrete. I do this all the time. If someone does a good job for me and I know someone and I know they're stand-up people, I will do a shout out for them on a video. And that's all I can say. So Norm's Concrete, check them out. And Old Time Garage is who we are. Check out our website, oldtimegarage.ca. Obviously, you're watching us here on YouTube. We got lots of shirts and decals still for sale. I need to know, if you don't mind, if anyone's watching this video that's a lady or a gal, I need you to write into me and tell me that you're out there watching, because I've been questioning whether I should get some women's shirts or not. It's been mentioned to me a couple times, but I don't have a lot of response back for it. And unfortunately, you know, if you don't buy a lot of shirts, you don't get a huge discount, which means the price is really high for me to have to sell them to, you know. So I don't know whether it's worth it or not, but if there's any ladies out there, just give me a hell yeah, Rick, we want a shirt on this video, and that'll give me some sort of idea what's going on. Anyway, remember, it's always a good time. Until next time, see ya.